Sound of glasses clinking, men laughing loudly in the background. When my husband told me to undress in front of his friends, everyone thought I would cry. But instead I smiled. Because what I revealed that night ruined his life. My name is Clara. I am 30 years old. And for the longest time I believed I had married the perfect man. Daniel was charming, confident, the kind of man who could make any room turn toward him. He made me feel like the luckiest woman in the world. But over time that love turned into control. It started small. He would make comments about my clothes. Then he began deciding which friends I could see. Soon he controlled everything. What I wore. Where I went. Even what I ate. Still I stayed. Because he would always apologize. He would hold my hand and say, "Daniel, I just want what is best for you, baby." And every time I believed him. Until one night everything changed. It was Daniel's birthday. He invited his friends, loud, arrogant men who treated their wives like trophies. I spent the whole day cooking, cleaning, and making sure everything was perfect. When they arrived I smiled and served drinks, pretending everything was fine. But Daniel kept drinking. And his voice grew louder with every glass. He started bragging about me. Daniel, laughing, "You guys should see what she looks like under that dress. She is a masterpiece." The room erupted in laughter. I stood still, forcing a smile. Then he looked at me with cold, sharp eyes. "Come on, Clara, show them. Take off your top. Let them see what I wake up to every morning." The room went silent. My heart started pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. At first I thought he was joking. But then he leaned back and said, "Do not make me repeat myself." His friends looked uncomfortable, but not one of them said a word. I stood there shaking, my eyes burning. Every part of me wanted to run. But something inside me broke free. That was the moment I stopped being afraid. I smiled slowly. And whispered, "You want to show? Fine." I walked to the center of the room. The ticking of the clock was the only sound. Then I reached behind me and began unbuttoning my top. Daniel smirked, thinking he had one. But when I pulled it off, gasps filled the room. Because underneath I was not naked. I was wearing a small black recording device clipped to my bra. "Daniel, what the hell is that?" I lifted my phone, still recording, and said calmly, "Proof." That night was not random. For months I had been recording everything. The insults, the threats, the bruises. I had already sent copies to my lawyer and to his company's human resources department. Daniel worked for a respected firm that claimed to promote family values. One scandal and his entire career would collapse. His friends shifted uncomfortably. One of them muttered, "Friend, man, this is not funny, you are messed up." Then they all left one by one. Daniel lunged toward me, his face red with rage. But I stepped back, holding my phone. "Me touch me and this goes viral." He froze. And for the first time I saw fear in his eyes. I walked out that night with my head high. I went straight to the police, handed them the recordings, and filed for divorce. Daniel lost everything. His job, his friends, his reputation. I thought that was the end. But months later he tried to contact me. He sent flowers, messages, apologies. Then one day a video appeared on my phone. It was him sitting alone in a dim apartment. He looked thinner, older, broken. He said, "You won, Clara, are you happy now?" I never replied. I did not need to. For the first time in years I was free. I moved to another city and started a small bakery. I surrounded myself with people who saw my worth. Sometimes I still think about that night. The night I took off my top. Not with shame. But with pride. Because it was not my body that I revealed. It was his truth. Soft music fades in a calm, empowering tone. And the truth always strips away the monster hiding behind charm.